Hello everyone, welcome to AS online class, and this is Narendra. And in today's class we will discuss the chapter clock. And if you are writing the RRB any examinations, NTPC or RRB JE or RRB APL, the assistant loco pilot, or even the SSC JE, you get one question from clock, one from calendar, or at least one question from either clock or from calendar. There are different techniques are there which I am going to discuss in this video. Don't miss it. The other may take the long time, but we will answer some of the questions in a very easy way. Let's begin here. The very few concepts I wanted to tell you, which we are going to go through while we are discussing about this chapter. In the clock, the hands of the clocks are getting coincide. When I talk about the hands of the clock, we talk only about the hour hand and the minute hand, not the second hand. And the question comes only on the hour hand and minute hand, never on the second hands. So, right, so these two hands, when I say the hands are getting coincided, that means both the hands of the clock are at the same place. We call it coincide. We also discuss about the opposite when this is suppose the hour hand and this is minute hand. So, opposite, making 180-degree angle. And it is a right angle triangle. Suppose there is a clock here, this is 3 o'clock, exactly 3 o'clock, you can see that here it is 90-degree. But what about in between 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, when the hands will be on right angle? All the things, these are very commonly asked question. And the angle is given, you need to find out the time, at what time this particular angle will be there. Please be watching this video till the end. I am sure you will be definitely learning some new things. Very first concept over here, as I said, when you say the coincide, that means both the hands are on the same place. When both the hands are on the same place, what is the angle between the two hands? The angle between the two hands is 0 degree. Okay. Now coming to when we talk about opposite, so this is what the opposite to each other. That means both the hands are on the straight line, and in this case the angle between the two hands is 180 degree. Okay. And when we talk about the right angle triangle, the angle between the two hands is 90 degree. So these are very commonly asked question. I am moving forward here. Look at no, we don't need the animation over here. So as I said that this is right angle, okay, that is 3 o'clock, and in between 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock there will be one coinciding. That means there will be a time between 3 to 4 when both the hands will get coincide, and hands as the minute hand will keep moving forward and it will come on 12, and the hour hand will come on 5 from 3 to 4. So this is how in 1 hour the hands of the clock will get coincide one time. Look at the animation over here. This is the time 3 o'clock. Look at this one, between 3 to 4. Look at the timing. This is the time when the hands are getting coincide. The question, how the question comes, I will discuss that. I am taking one more example over here. In between 4 to 5, will the hands get coincide? If yes, how many times? Look at the rotation of the hand. Yes, this is the time. Look at this one. This is the time when the hands are getting coincide. That means what we are understanding, in general, in 1 hour, the hands get coincide one time. But is it true for every hour? So here is the example. Look at this one. So 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. In between 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, when the hands will get coincide, see the animation over here. So when they are getting coincide, exactly at 12. So in between, in between 11 to 12, in between 11 to 12, is there any coincide? No coincide. From 11 to 12, from 11 to 12, that means 12 is also included. So at that time I will say there is one coincide over here. Look at this, there is no coincide. Exactly at 12 o'clock there is a coincide. So that means in between 11 and 12 there is no coincide of the hand in between. But 12 o'clock there is a coincide. Now here the time is 12 o'clock. Now notice that from 12 to 1, will there be any coincide? Both the hands will be at the same time. I show the animation here. Look at this one. This is 12 o'clock. The minute hand moving forward, and now it is comes on 12, and our hand comes at 1. So there is no coincide over here. Look at this. There is no coincide. It stop here. So that is 1 o'clock. So in between 12 to 1, there is no coincide. In between 11 to 12, there is no coincide. So if I say that from 11 to 1, how many times they are getting coincide? From 11 to 1, the number of hours is 2. But the coincide is only once, and that is exactly at 12 o'clock. So the fact you are expected to know is this. Before I move forward, I am not going into detail of all the right angle, opposite and all. I am just showing you about the coincide. Because if you want to go through all these at the fundamental level, you have to enroll in our recorded course. So, okay, the coincide in 1 hour in general, the hands get coincide one time. But when it comes to 12 hours, as there is only one coincide in between 11 to 1, there is only one coincide. 2 hours, one coincide. So therefore, in 12 hours, the coincide will not be 12. 12 minus 1, 11 times it get coincide. So in 12 hours, 11 times. Therefore, in 24 hours, that is 22 times. The point to be noted here that in 2 hours, between 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, in these 2 hours, the coincide is only once. So look at this one. And between 12 to 1, the 2 hours, but the coincide is only one time. Okay. Now, this is what we have already discussed about the coincide. I will request you to take the screenshot of this once I show all the content of this slide. Now, when it comes to opposite, in 1 hour, one time, hands of the clocks are opposite in 1 hour, one time, but in 12 hours, 11 times. When do we miss in 2 hours? That is between 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. That is 2 hours is there. In 2 hours, the coincide will be only once. In between 5 to 6. I am not getting into the detail of it because I need to discuss some questions here. So, therefore, in 12 hours 11 times, in 24 hours 22 times. Keep notice that the hands of the clock will be opposite to each other between 5 to 7 only once. And the third and the last one, the right angle. So when you talk about the right angle in 1 hour 2 times, I am not going to the detailed discussion of it. In 12 hours, it is 22 times. Why 12 hours 22 times, you may ask it. Let me, if you have any confusion, so let me clear that. This is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock itself is a right angle. So here I am losing one right angle here, and coming to a 9 o'clock, the 9 o'clock itself is a right angle. Therefore, I am losing one right angle over here. So in 1 hour 2 times, but when you take the 12 hours, it will not be 24. 24 minus 2, that is 22 times. These facts you are expected to know. Directly question comes. I will show you how the question comes here. And in 24 hours, it is not 48 times. It is 44 times. And where we are missing the right angles? So I am missing the right angle in here. At 3 o'clock, one right angle I am missing. At 9 o'clock, one right angle I am missing here. So this is what you are expected to know here. And at the end, there is a formula. And it's a very basic formula. And we can find out the alternate way also. But this formula is very, very useful. Theta is equal to, theta that is an angle, is equal to 11 by 2 m, where m indicates minute, and minus 30 h. So H indicates hour. So that means if I write 3 hours 45 minutes, so what is M here? The M is 3. No, I am sorry, M is 45, minutes 45. What is H here? The number of hours, that is 3. If I write that 7:15, so what is M here? That is minute, that's 15. And what is H here? That's 7. So this is the formula, and I request you to take the screenshot of this. All this we are going to use while we are discussing the question. Okay? Fine, my dear friend. This is not the regular class where I am discussing everything in detail. Now, if I ask a very simple question in this way, how many times the hands of the clock will coincide? Means getting together, coincide. Both the hands are of the same place in between 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Look at this one. This 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, how many hours are there? 3 hours are there. 3 to 6, 3 hours. And 3 hours 3 times. That's as simple. 1 hour 1 time, 3 hours 3 times. But look at this one. Between 10 a.m., how many times the hands of the clock will get coincide in between 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So while you are talking about in between 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., we know that in between 11 to 1, there is 2 hours, but the coincide is only 1. So therefore, here it is 1 time, and here it is 1 more time in between 10 to 11. That means how many times, even though it is 3 hours, 10 o'clock to 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., 3 hours, but as 11 to 1 comes in between, therefore, 1 coincide will get reduced. Therefore, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., the number of coincide here will be 2 times. Even though it is 3 hours, but number of coincide will be 2 times. But when 11 to 1 is not coming here, like 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, how many times? 1 hour 1 time, 3 hours 3 times. Right, my dear friends? So I am moving forward. The previous year question of RRB, whether RRB NTPC, RRB JE or RRB ALP. Okay, so let's move on to the very first question over here. Now, I am purposefully taking the previous year question. Look at this one, RRB ALP of 2018. RRB SSC, you do get one question from clocks and calendar. In a week, how many times are the hands of the clock are at a right angle with each other? So we already know about the right angle in 1 hour 2 times, and 12 hours 22 times, and 24 hours 44 times. If this fact is there in your mind, how much time it takes for you to find out in 7 days? That means in 24 hours, that is 1 day. In 1 day, if it is 44 times, if I know that in 1 day, if it is 44 times the hands of the clock will be on right angle, then for 6 days, 44 into 6. For 7 days, 44 into 7. So it is said in a week, is that in a week? So 7 days. In 7 days, so into 7, 7 4 is 28, carry 2, and 28 plus 2 is 30. That is, the answer to my question is 308. Very simple, only 44 into 7, provided you must know this table. Right, my dear friends? So I will say answer to this question was D. And within 5 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds after reading the question, simply 44 into 7 is your answer. You can fix the answer. Okay, so let me see that anyone. Okay, yes, it is going to be very, very useful. All the models which is required for RRB JE or other exams is covered here. So please don't leave the board. I am going on to the next question over here, where in this time I will be going to give you 30 seconds. Now this formula I already placed over here for your convenience. So what is the question here? When will the 2 hands of the clock will be together between 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.? So together, that means what is my theta over here? The theta is equal to 0. So this theta is equal to 0. This is the formula our competitors will use. But we will make the better approach, saving the time, solving the question much faster. Let me answer this question with this formula. Can I wait for 30 seconds here? I know that you will apply this formula. There is nothing wrong. But I will tell you the better method, which is faster. You can overtake your competitor in these questions. Come on, I have given the 30 seconds to you. And my dear friend, don't leave this. I am covering all the model of the clocks which comes in the RRB related examination. If anyone can answer the question, it's fine, or else you are going to learn the best method to answer the question. 30 seconds is over, my dear friends. So with the formula I will explain it, and the short trick I will explain then. Look at this one. The theta, that is 0, together, hands of the clock is together, the angle is 0, which is equal to 11 by 2 m. So this is what the time I need to find out, m, minus 30h. So 30 into, what is the first hour? That is 7. You need to take the 7, not 8. 7 to 8, take the 7. 8 to 9, 8 to 9, take 8. Now 11, that's 4 to 5, take 4 as h. So I am taking h here as 7. So 7 3 is 21, 210. And this is mod. This is mod. That means the difference. Okay. So let's check that what happens over here when I solve this one. So here I notice that this number will come over here. So 11 by 2 m is equal to 210. Then what is 11m? 11m is equal to, that is 420. Then what is m? So 420 divided by 11. This is what my competitor will do. If I am also doing the same way, how I am making a difference to myself? So I will tell you the trick to answer this type of questions. The hands getting together. So here let me complete this basic approach. So this is 3 times, it goes 33, and I left with 9. 8 times, that is 88, and I left with remainder 2. So 38 2 by 11. That means the time is 38 2 by 11 minutes past 7. The hands of the clocks will be together. Okay. Anyway, our answer is, option is there. You can see that option choice D. It's a RRB JEE 2019 question. Now I am saying, now I am discussing the method where I will defeat my competitor in terms of time. So this is 7 o'clock. Between 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, at what time the hands of the clock will be together? That is what it is said. So multiply this 7 by 5. What comes here? Why 5? If I go with any clock image, so this is 12, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. How many minutes from here to here? 5 minutes. How many minutes from here to here? 5 minutes. How many minutes from here to here? 5 minutes. Therefore, I will multiply this first number by 5 and I am getting 35. So my answer will be 35 by 11. That's your answer. 35 by 11. So when 35 by 11, when you divide the 35 by 11, how many times it goes? 3 times. 33. So take the 3 over here, then 35 plus 3. How much is that? 38. I repeat, I am dividing this 35 by 11, then it goes 3 times, 33. So take the 3 over here, 35 plus 3 is 38, and what is the remainder here if I take out 33? So I got the remainder 2 here, so 38 2 by 11. So I am getting here with lot of calculation 38 2 by 11. So let me explain you the second method. I am erasing it all because the first time you are approaching here. In between 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, at what time the hands of the clock will get together? So 7 into 5 is 35. My answer is 35 by 11. That's all. So simplify this 35 by 11. In 35, when you divide by 11 3 times, take that 3 over here. Your result is 38. 35 plus 3, 38. Your remainder is 2. So 38 2 by 11. If I ask you another question, that is between 4 to 5, at what time hands of the clock will get coincide, what will you do? If you are smart enough, if you are watching this video, then instantly you will multiply this 4 by 5, that's 20. Your answer is 20 by 11, that's over. In 20, how many 11s are there? 1 11 is there. So you will take that 1 over here, and that comes 21. If you are taking out 11 from here, what is the remainder? 9 is the remainder. So 21, 9 by 11 minutes past 4 will be the answer. That's all. So this is what the trick I am saying. When we compare to the previous method, using the formula which my competitor will do, I will overtake them by changing my approach. Come on, my dear friends, I am moving on to the next question here, and the hands are opposite. I will teach you the trick. No one knows about this kind of trick. Everyone will solve in this way, that this formula is there, which is applicable in every question, almost every question of this nature. So they are asking, when, at what time between 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, the hands of the clocks will be opposite to each other. When they are opposite, they will it will take 180 degree. 180 is equal to mod here 11 by 2 m I have to find out minus 30h. And what is the h here? The h is 4. So 30 into 4, 120. Can I wait for 30 seconds, my dear friend? And later on I will give you a method where you will take hardly 3 to 4 seconds to answer the question. Here you take 30 seconds over here. Now, okay, let's take some time. I will explain this later. Take 30 seconds. Or else it will be a rhetoric. I am keep answering the question. I am not giving at least a few seconds for you to think. Just think of it. You apply this and you will get the answer. And later on I will say, any time opposite, the best method ever anyone can answer the question. And in this type of question we will defeat our competitors in terms of time, so that we can answer more number of questions. So 30 seconds is over. Let me solve this with the general method here. So with the general method, nothing to do here. This is mod. So take the 120 over here. So minus will become plus. So this is 11 by 2 m is equal to 300. So m is equal to 300 into 2, that comes 600 divided by 11. And I notice that this is 5 times 55, and I left with 5 over here 4 times. So and the remainder is 6, so 54, 6 by 11. I will not do this calculation, what my competitors are doing. Look at this small facts. Learn it, my dear friends. It's a competition. I have to take the every inch by inch advantage over my competitors. So whenever it is 6 o'clock, it itself is a right angle, opposite. 6 o'clock, the hands of the clock will be opposite. But when the time is given less than 6, then what you have to do is simply add 6 to that. When the time is given more than 6, then subtract 6 from this. Okay. Practically I am explaining the same question. Between 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, at what time the hands of the clock will be opposite to each other. 4 o'clock, which is less than 6. So add 6 to this. What happens? 4 plus 6. I am purposefully writing 4 plus 6. Look at this one. If the number is less than 6, add 6 over here. So you are getting 10. 10 means how many minutes? 10 into 5, 50 minutes. Hope you are understanding it. 10. When the minute hand is on 10, how many minutes? 50 minutes. So 10 into 5 is 50. Your answer is 50, 50 by 11. That's over. And I will simplify here. In 50, how many 11s are there? 4 11s are there. So take the 4 over here. Then this is 54. And once you take that 44 from this, what is the remainder? The remainder is 6. So 54, 6 by 11. Look at this one. 54, 6 by 11. Very quickly, I am erasing these parts, and I explain you. I will take out this slide. Okay, in between 7 to 8, at what time hands of the clock will be opposite to each other? Is it not 7 is greater than 6? So take out 6 from here. What you will get? You will get 1. If the minute hand is at 1, what is the minutes? So 1 into 5 is 5. Your answer is 5, 5 by 11 minute past 7. The hands of the clock will be opposite to each other. I am giving one more example, and that is the last example, that is in between 8 to 9, at what time hands of the clock will be opposite to each other? 8 is greater than 6. So whenever they are opposite, 6 hours gap between the two hands. So 8 minus 6 here. Here also it is greater than 6, so 7 minus 6. Here 8 minus 6, how much is that? 2. And 2 into 5 is how much? 10. So your answer is 10, 10 by 11 minute past 8. The hands of the clock will be opposite to each other. Hope this method will change your way of approaching the question, ignoring the formula here. The next question on your board is this. Forget about this explanation, and you look at this one. I have not prepared these questions. I am taking the previous year questions so that you will understand that this kind of question comes in the exam. Now, coming to this, at what time between 4:15 p.m. to 5 p.m. the hands of the clock will be right angle. When the hands of the clocks are at right angle, that means they are forming 90 degree. When hands of the clocks are on right angle, so there is an 3 hours gap between the two hands. 3 hours gap. 1 hour gap 30 degree, 3 hours gap 90 degree. So I will take this point, and what I do is, this time is between 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Look at the shortest method, 4 to 5. So here plus 3 and minus 3. Why plus 3 minus 3? 3 is that represents 90 degree. So this is the hour. If I convert the 90 degree in hour, it is 3. So plus 3 minus 3. Whenever the right angle comes, plus 3 minus 3 from the first number. So I will be getting plus 3, that is 7. 7 means 7 into 5, 35. My one answer is 35, 35 by 11. And in this 35 by 11, how many 11s are there? 3 11s are there. Take that 3 over here. That comes 38, and the remainder here is 2. So 38 2 by 11. 38 2 by 11 minute past 4, the hands of the clock will be on right angle. And the second time is the 4 minus 3, that's 1. And 1, how many minutes? 1 into 5, 5 minutes. So another one is 5, 5 by 11. So the right angle will be 2 times in 1 hour. So one time is 5, 5 by 11 minute past 4. Another time is 38, 2 by 11 minute past 4. But the question asked is between 4:15 and 5. So this is after this the 4:15 comes. So therefore I am not supposed to take this timing. This is not after 4:15. This is 4:55 by 11 minutes. So what should be my answer? My answer should be 38 2 by 11 minute past 4. The hands of the clock will be on right angle according to this given question. Or else in between 4 to 5, what are the timings in which the hands of the clock will be on right angle? If that is the question, then you will say 5 5 by 11 minute past 4. That is one timing. The second timing is 38 2 by 11 minute past 4. Hope my dear friend, you must have understood this one. 38 2 by 11 minute past 38 5 38 2. Option choice C. I didn't prepare the options. This is what the examination question is. Within no time you will answer it. Hope you are understanding it. I am moving on to the next question. Okay, it's oh, I didn't give the timing to you. Anyhow, look at this question, my dear friend. You are going to cover every model which comes from clocks, right? That is, what will be the smallest angle? Smallest angle. Here asking the angle. Angle between minute hand and hour hand at 4:52. 4:52. So here I have to use this formula, that is theta is equal to that is 11 by 2 m minus 30 h. I need to use this formula. That is what I mentioned over here. Right, my dear friend? So ignore these this formula. Actually, I need to take the difference between difference Hertz theory. So I think I erase everything here. So theta is equal to, that's what is that, 11 by 2 m minus 30h. So this is mod. I am going to use this formula here. That is the reason, don't ignore this formula. Many a time we will ignore this formula, like in the previous question, coincide, right angle, opposite. We will ignore this formula, we will do with the faster method. But the questions like this, I have to use the formula here. So let's take what comes over here. Can you do it? I am giving the 30 seconds to you. Please try to do it, my dear friend. Just try to do it, my dear friend. And keep watching till the last. If you are writing the examination seriously, I am sure I am covering everything, including the mirror image and the striking of the hands. So those all are the very common and important models. So few seconds is left. If I get the answer response, I will be very happy. I will be very happy. Even if not, still I will be very happy that at least I can share something to you, which probably you were not knowing earlier. Oh my God, so many options. Okay, that is Simadri, option A. Okay, and Anusha and Raman Kumar. And the Raman Kumar says option D. Let me check that. What is the, didn't I push the options? Okay, option D, 166. So if I go with this method here, then what is m here? The m is a minute, that is 52. So when I write the 52 over here, and cancel with 2, then I am getting this one as 26. 26 into 11, and that comes, that is 6 and 8 and 2 minus 30h, and h is 4 here. So 4 3 12, 120. Beautifully answer the question, my friends, 166. That's right. So the questions like this, we have to use the formula. But if the question asks about coincide, about opposite, about right angle, skip the formula, use the method which we have done. Well done. The next question on your board is this. You can see that purposefully I have taken the RRB ALP technical of 2018. What is the measurement of the smaller of the two angle formed between hour hand and minute hand in a clock when the time is 6:54 p.m. Smaller angle. So again you are talking about theta. So apply the formula over here, 6:44 p.m. where my h is 6 and the m is 44. Do it. Very frequently asking these questions in RRB exams. I observed it for the past many years. So your 30 seconds starts now. 4:66. So what is the smaller angle? I will tell you what is the smaller angle and bigger angle part. So don't worry for that. We are on question number 4. Come on. I am sure you can do that. The right angle? No. So it is simply asking the angle here. Come on. I am sure you know it. Time is up. Let me see that. Anyone answer the question? And very active, Mr. Raman Kumar, 62 degrees. 62 degree. I forgot to put the options over here. I am extremely sorry. That's, you are saying 62, option A. Let's answer the question here. That is theta is equal to, that is 11 by 2 m. So 11 by 2 m. So when I multiply this by 11 by 2, then what happens? 22 into 11, and that comes 242. So that's 242 minus this is 30h, 3 into 6, 30 into 6, 180. So I think you are right. This is 2, this is 6, that's over. 62. Well done. Well done. I really appreciate it. So okay, moving on to the next question. Question number 4 over here, and question number 5 over here. Let me read the question and then I will give 30 seconds to you. at what time between 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock will both the hands of the clock will be on right angle? People will use the formula, we will not. We'll take the advantage of it on the questions like this when it is asked right angle. Let's answer the question. I am giving 30 seconds to you, and you will see the change between what you were earlier knowing and what I am discussing here. Yes, yes, yes. Kalyan, well done. And Samriddhi, very active, very active. I am discussing every possible model which comes in this class. Very limited model is there, I am covering all. Right? Okay. Your 30 second? Yeah, 30 second is done. 30 second is done. So now you can see that again I have taken the RRB Group D examination on particular year. So in case of right angle, the people will go with the formula. We will make that trick here. And what is that trick? Take the first 4, and from here plus 3 and minus 3, because right angle means 3 hours gap. So plus 3 minus 3. So 4 plus 3, that is 7, and 7 into 5, that is 35. So 35 by 11. That is one timing. So break this one. In 35, how many 11s are there? 3 11s are there. Add the 3 over here. That comes 38. And if I take out 33 from here, that is 2 by 11. Right? That is one timing. That means 38, 2 by 11 minute past 4. The hands of the clock will be on right angle. What is the second timing? So this is minus 3. I'm sorry, this is minus 3. Plus 3 and minus 3. Take the first number, plus 3 minus 3 in case of right angle. So here minus 3, it is nothing but 1. And 1 how many minutes? When the minute hand is on 1, it's a 5 minute. In other words, 1 into 5, that is 5. So my answer should be 5 by 11. Right? So what is the timing? 5 by 11 minute past 4. So I have 5 by 11 minutes? No. So if I multiply this one, make this mixed fraction to fraction, that is 11 into 5 is 55, 55 plus 5, that is 60. That means what is that time? 60 by 11. That means 60 by 11 minute past 4, the hands of the clock will be on right angle. So there are two timings. One is 38, 2 by 11 minute past 4. The other one is 60 by 11, that is 5 by 11 minute past 4. It is said that the smaller one, first time. So which time comes first? Obviously 5 by 11 minute past 4 comes first. So what should be your answer? So 4, 60 by 11. Let me see how many of you answered it. How many of you answered it? A. Wow, very good, very good. Mr. Balaji, very good, sir. Very good. Remember this method. It will give you the advantage in the examination over your competitor in terms of time. Okay. Let's move on to the next question over here. That is, I am going to go for question number 6. And here, what is that question? Look at this one. I have taken the previous question from the books. Okay. Look at this. What will be the measurement of the smaller angle? Smaller angle. Of course, the spelling is wrong. So ignore it. Made by the hour hand and minute hand at 10, 15 and 18 seconds. Now, many times I have observed they are giving this kind of, that hour is there, minute is there, second is there. So what I have to do is this 15 minutes 18 seconds, convert that into minute. So that is 15, 18 by 60. 18 second means what? In 1 second there is 60 minutes. So 18 second 18 by 60. So that way I am getting the m over here, that with 6 how many times? 3 times, with 6 10 times, 10 into 15, that is 150, and 153 by 10. So I am using the same formula, that is theta is equal to angle it is asked. So that is 11 by 2 m, 11 by 2 m minus 30h. This is mod. Now in this case, what I will place about m? 153 by 10. in place of m 153 by 10. That's the only difference. So previously if you are doing this type of question, if comes in the examination, instantly you will come to know what should I do. Do it, my dear friend. 30 seconds is yours. 30 seconds is yours. I am covering all the possible models. I have gone through everything and covering all the possible models. And you will learn a lot, the different approach in many questions, and some question possibly it's a revision for you. Come on, my dear friend. So minute is there, second is there. So this minute and second to be converted into minutes. That's all. That's all. 30 seconds is over. Now I am answering the question what is the time, because the next faculty is online. So that is I am writing this one as 11 by 2 into 153 by 10. So this is my about this part, and the minus 30h, and h is what, 10. So 10 into 30, that comes 300. That's over. So now what I will do over here is the simplification only. Small simplification is there. So let's multiply this by 11 because it's very easy. That is 3, and 3 plus 5 is 8, 5 plus 1 is 6, and 1, and then divide it by 2 and place a 1 0 over here. So divide by 2, I am getting 8 over here, and I am getting 4 over here, and I am getting 1.5 over here, and divided by 10 is there. So decimal will come over here. So 84.15. So 300 minus 84.15. This is mod. I am saying the difference. So take the difference. Anyone, any of my friends answer the question? Any of my friends? Okay. Anyhow, this is the calculation only. So I am completing it. So this is 300 minus 85. So 300 minus 85, that comes 215, and 215.85. That should be my answer. Why? Where did I made a mistake, my friends? It comes 144. So did I made any mistake over here? 153. So far this one 153 by 10 is correct. 11 by 2 into 153 by 10, that is correct. So that comes 168. Okay. Now can I change the approach a little bit over here? Can I change the calculation approach over here, because I made a mistake in this. So I am changing the calculation over here. So that is 1683 minus, this is 20, multiply this by 20, it has become 6000, and divided by how much? 20. That's all. So I need to take the difference here. That's all. So when I am taking the difference, I find that 4817. Am I right here? So that is 083. So 10 minus 3 is 7, and then 9 minus 8 is 1, and then 9 minus 6 is 3. This is 1, and that comes 300. Will it comes again? I am making some mistake in the calculation in the process of hurrying it up. So I will go with minus 1000, that is 5000, minus 600, 600. So that is 4400, and from 4400 if I take out 83, then this is 3017. 3017. 4317 I think I am getting here. Is it? There is a small error. Okay, anyhow I could not concentrate on this. So look at this one. I think it is 4317, and divided by 20, the decimal comes over here. Am I right when you are doing this calculation? 4317 divided by 2, what it will be? That comes why? Acha, anyone answer the question? That's 17, the last number is 17, and from here if I take 16, I'll be getting 50, 44, 43, okay, 43, and divided by 20, place the 0 over here, and by 2, and I am getting that one as 215.85. Am I right? Okay. Now the overall angle is 360. Overall angle is 360. If the larger angle is 210, the smaller angle will be 360 minus 210, that is 150, right? So look at the question here. It is asked that find the measurement of smaller angle. Smaller angle. I am sorry, I took some time to answer this question. Smaller angle. So this is bigger angle, more than 180. So what I need to do? 360 minus 215.85. What are you going to get here? Is it not 144.15? 144.15, option choice B. Anyone answer the question? Anyone answer the question? Okay. Anyhow, is this clear? Please remember, this kind of questions where the timing is also given in seconds comes in the exam. Okay, moving on to the next question here, and don't forget this one. This kind of question regularly comes, and here look at this, RRB Group D of 2022. RRB JE Group D, ALP, all exams are same. At 8:45, the minute hand of the clock is pointing towards north. At 8:45, pointing towards north. I know that this is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west. 45 minutes, and the minute hand is pointing towards towards north. So 45 minutes, that means 9. When the minute hand is on 9, the time minute is 45 minutes. So that means this is north. That is the indication from this information. This is north. Why? Because at 8:45, the minute hand pointing towards north. I know the regular map, the north is on the upper side. So 45 minutes, that means the minute hand is on 9. That means the 9 is here. So you are understanding the rest part. If the 9 is here, the 12 will be here, and then 3 will be here, the 6 will be here. You are understanding this part now. Now the question is, then in which direction will it point at 9 p.m.? At 9 p.m., in which direction will it point? Now take your 30 seconds, my dear friend. It comes in the exam. At 9 p.m., where will be the minute hand? Minute hand will be at 12. Where the 12 will come according to this direction? That's your answer. Come on. I am sure some of you will be able to answer the question, and I am covering all the models which comes in the examination, my dear friends. My only purpose is to give you something when you are attending my class, so which other people do not know. Okay, the time is up. Let me check that east, okay, Mr. Raman, east, and Mr. Simadri, east. Let me check that the east, I forgot to put the options over here. I am sorry for that. The option D. So you know that when the time is 9 a.m., 9 a.m. or 9 p.m., exactly 9 o'clock, the minute hand will be on 12. So minute hand will be on 12 means in this case it is east. Well understood. So please practice some of the questions like this. The next question on your board is this: mirror image. Mirror image. Yes, sir. So the next faculty is on board. So let me complete. After this, one more model is there which frequently comes. We will discuss that. So look at this one. If this is the original one, so whereas this part is the hour hand. If you look at the watch in the mirror, in the place of hour hand, you will get the minute hand, and in the place of minute hand, you will get. I'm sorry. In place of hour hand, you will get the minute hand, and in place of minute hand, you will be getting the hour hand. That's only theoretical discussion. But the mirror time plus real time is always 12 hours. That's what I need to remember. This picture I just put it so that you can understand the interchange, minute hand and hour hand interchange. So the fact you are expected to know is the mirror image plus real time is always 12 hours, and this 12 hours should be written as 11 hour 60 minutes. Okay. Now which one mirror image is there to us? That is 840. So if the mirror image is 840, then the actual time, the real time will be the difference of this, and that is 60 minus 20, 40, that is 20, and 11 minus 8, that is 3. That means the real time is 320. If the mirror image is 320, then the real time will be 840. Is that clear? I am giving one question to you, my dear friends. 738 is the mirror image. Please tell me the real time. 738 is a mirror image. Please tell me the real time. Subtract 738 from 1160. You are getting your answer. Let me check if any of my young friend is giving the answer. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Because the sum has to be 11 hours 60 minutes. Real time plus mirror image, 11 hours 60 minutes. That's all. Come on, anyone, anyone? Okay, probably I am not able to see. I have to refresh it. But I am giving the answer over here. So from here I need to subtract here. So 60 minus 38, that comes 22. Done. And that's the sum is 60, and 7 plus 4, that is 11. So if this is the mirror image, this is the real time. If this is the mirror image, this will be the real time. Hope whenever the mirror image is there, subtract from 11 hours 60 minutes, you will be getting the real time. Whenever the real time is there, subtract the real time from 11 hours 60 minutes, you will be getting the mirror image. Hope, my friends, this is as simple as this. And the last question, which you should not skip here, is this. It comes frequently. All the competitive exams, it comes very frequently. It takes 9 seconds. This is the last question for the class. It takes 9 seconds for a clock to strike 6 times. At the same rate, how long will it take to strike 11 times? I didn't prepare it. I know last 30 years I am teaching. This is a very common model, and this question is of RRB Group D of 2022. Can someone answer the question? I will just wait for 30 seconds. And then this is the last question. Don't miss those who do not know. Don't miss this solution of this question if you do not know. Take your 30 seconds. Take your 30 seconds. I will not interfere till that time. Come on, my dear friends. Let me see. Let me see if anyone answering the question. Anyone answering the question? 15 seconds. 422. 422. Oh my God. 15 seconds. Okay, Srinu has said 15 seconds. 15 seconds. All my dear friends, please notice this question. Very common question in clock. It is striking 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many intervals? The number of interval is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 less than number of strikes. So I need to take the interval, not the strikes. So this is 6 times, right? 6 times, that means the interval will be how much? 6 minus 1, 5 intervals. In 5 intervals, if it takes how much time? 9 seconds. This is what you have to write down. From here onwards, it's very clear. 11 times striking, how many intervals? 11 minus 1, 10 intervals. So, 10 intervals, how many seconds? So, 2 times of 5 is 10, 2 times of 9 is 18. That's your answer. So, someone has said 15, but my dear friend, it is 18. So, it is 18. Option choice C. Okay. So, very quickly, as this is an important question, so you take the number of intervals are 5. So, how much second it takes for 5 intervals? 9 seconds. So, the number of intervals here is 11 times, means number of intervals will be 11 minus 1, that is 10. So, this is 2 times, this has to be 2 times, 18 seconds, option C. With this, I will conclude this class. The next continuation classes is of Aman sir, current affairs. So, it's a very important, please stay on this. After few seconds of break, you will see the Aman sir on the board. Thank you very much and wish you all the best to all of you. Thank you.